attending Floridita dance classes?
So I started following in October. It was my first time ever dancing.
Wow.
And then I've been leading since January. So I've done both in these classes.
Wow, and she is a good leader, by the way. I can say that. Right. Wow, so it's just less than 10 months? What, 8 months?
Yeah.
8 months, that's it. Right, okay, cool. Floridita dance classes seems to be quite popular. Why is that?
I think especially here it's a really nice community feel. So I started dancing, I didn't know anybody in the classes either, and I've ended up with some of my closest friends from here.
That's good.
So it's great classes, and there's
And as you can
as
hear,
well.
see happy birthday already going on. A few people have said that the atmosphere is very inclusive and welcoming.
Yeah.
Has that been your experience?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is one of the few classes where it's leaders and followers, it's not men and women, which is always really nice. And I know we have a class here where there's quite a few people that lead and follow, and that's always really encouraged in the class.
Good. And would you recommend the classes to an absolute beginner and anyone who wants to improve further?
Definitely. I think Jerry does a free taster session at the start as well, so you get 30 minutes where the assumption is you've never done any dancing before. So that's really helpful for a complete beginner level. The improver classes are always different moves, so there's always something to learn, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ria. That's Ria. Thank you. How long have you been attending Floridita dance classes?
I've been coming since just after COVID, so June of 2021.
June 2021. Wow. Just a year.
Yeah, it's my anniversary.
Wow, that's good. Awesome. That's good. Floridita dance classes seems to be quite popular. Why is that?
Very. I think it's because it's a community, so everyone's made friends, everyone gets on. Of course, Jerry's great, so why not?
Why not? Of course, definitely. A few people have said that the atmosphere is very welcoming and inclusive.
Yeah.
Has that been your experience?
Most definitely. So when I came back to bachata, I hadn't done it for a couple of years, and I was so nervous, and they were just so welcoming. Like, there's space to practice, to get it wrong, to try again. So if you've never tried it and you want to try bachata, then come to Jerry's class.
Yes. Would you recommend the classes to an absolute beginner and anyone who wants to improve further?
Definitely, yes. No, like I just said, I think for beginners, Jerry's class is perfect. He really breaks down the basics. There's space to practice, to get things wrong, to try again. So if you're beginning, it's definitely a safe space.
Safe space, that's fine. And anyone to improve as well?
Oh yeah, if you're improving, you've got to come to the socials as well.
Of course.
They'll be testing your skills. I swear, I'm struggling tonight.
Nice. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you. Well, we are here to just get some questions. Yeah. How long have you been attending Floridita dance class?
So I started a week before first lockdown.
First lockdown.
About 3 years.
Wow, 3 years.
An old timer.
Oh, old student. Floridita dance seems to be quite popular. Why is that?
I think it's a range of levels. The classes, so they've got the beginners, they've got the free taster, then the beginners, then the intermediate, beginner plus, probably that. And it's a nice atmosphere.
Nice atmosphere, of course. Fun and energy. Yes.
All the energy.
A few people have said that the atmosphere is very inclusive and welcoming. Has that been your experience?
But yeah, everyone's lovely, and everyone's just here for a good time.
Yeah. Weekday boogie, yes. Would you recommend the classes to an absolute beginner and anyone that wants to improve further?
Yeah, I do it weekly at socials. I always recommend it, just because of the free taster. I think it's a nice way to get started into dancing. And obviously the social aspect, as you can see, why wouldn't we want to be part of that?
Yes,
Get on
thank
it.
you.